Why do some people thrive into their 90s, while others struggle to reach 85? It's not just genetics. Hospice nurses and longevity researchers agree there are hidden mistakes millions of seniors make every day that quietly steal years off their life. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. In the next 10 minutes, you will learn the 6 hidden mistakes that could be impacting your future and the simple ways to fix them starting today. This information could be life-changing.
Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to Elder Flowerings. We believe in aging with power and peace. If you want practical guides for a vibrant life, subscribe now so you never miss what's next. We're covering the 6 crucial mistakes related to movement, mindset, diet, connection, purpose, and self-belief. The one about your mindset might be the most surprising of all. Let's dive right in.
Mistake number 1, the slow surrender to the comfortable chair. The first mistake is sitting more than you move. It feels comfortable. It feels like a well-earned rest. But this habit is a silent killer for seniors. It weakens your muscles, slows your circulation, increases inflammation, and clouds your brain. This makes you feel older and more tired, which, in a cruel cycle, makes you want to sit even more. You don't need a gym. You just need to break the cycle with movement snacks. Here's what works. First, stand up and stretch for 1 minute every hour. Set a timer if you have to. Second, find ways to move during daily tasks. March in place while the kettle boils, or sway to music while you cook. Finally, make standing your default when you're on the phone. These small, consistent actions tell your body you are still strong and active. If you're ready to move more than you sit, comment "move" below to make a commitment to yourself and our community. Mistake number 2, retiring your mind along with your job. Now, the second mistake I see constantly is when people retire their mind the same day they leave work. Just because your career has ended doesn't mean your growth should. Many seniors stop learning, stop challenging their brains, and default to passive entertainment. Your brain is like a muscle. It thrives on stimulation. When you stop being curious and learning new things, the neural pathways can weaken, and your mind can begin to feel sluggish and foggy. Studies show that the brain needs a sense of purpose and new challenges to stay sharp and protect itself against cognitive decline. The goal isn't to stay busy, it's to stay curious. First, learn something new. Anything. Use a free app to learn 5 words in a new language. Watch a documentary on a topic you know nothing about. The act of learning itself builds a stronger brain. Second, teach someone a skill you have. Share your knowledge of baking, gardening, or fixing things. Teaching is a powerful mental exercise. Finally, swap 1 hour of passive TV for an active puzzle, like a crossword or Sudoku, each day. We've covered your body and your mind. Now let's talk about what you put into your body. Which of these first 2 mistakes surprised you most? Drop it in the comments below. The most important part is coming up next. Mistake number 3, eating like you're still 40. The third hidden mistake is continuing to eat like you did at 40. Your body at 65 or 75 is a very different machine, but most people never update their nutritional habits. They continue with processed foods, sugary snacks, and not enough water, then wonder why they feel bloated, sluggish, or foggy. After 60, your digestion, metabolism, and nutrient absorption all change. Your body needs more high-quality protein to fight muscle loss, fewer simple sugars that cause inflammation and energy crashes, and more water to keep everything functioning smoothly. Eating the wrong way doesn't show up in one day. It builds up slowly over time as chronic disease and low vitality. You don't need a strict diet. You just need to make 3 smart shifts. First, prioritize protein at every meal. Start your day with eggs or Greek yogurt, not just toast. This is your number one defense against feeling weak. Second, eat food that heals. Focus on whole foods, colorful vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Reduce your intake of anything that comes in a box with a long ingredient list. Finally, make water your primary beverage. Your energy levels depend on it. What is one healthy food you're going to add to your plate this week? Comment "Nourish" if you're ready to fuel your body better. Mistake number 4. The silent burden of "I don't want to bother anyone." This next mistake breaks hearts. It's the habit of suffering in silence, emotionally and physically, because you don't want to be a burden. You don't ask for help when a jar is too tight. You don't open up when you feel lonely. You don't share when you're scared or hurting. Holding everything inside doesn't protect your loved ones. It disconnects you from them. It builds an invisible wall that they can feel. Chronic loneliness and unexpressed stress are major health risks for seniors, linked to depression, high blood pressure, and a weaker immune system. Connection is healing, and you are worthy of it. Reframe asking for help as an act of strength. First, start with small, practical asks. Could you help me reach that high shelf? This builds the muscle of receiving. Second, let others give to you. People who love you want to help. Allowing them to do so is a gift you give to them. Finally, choose one trusted person and practice being a little more open. A simple, "I've been feeling a bit down lately," can open the door to profound connection. Mistake number 5. Living without a reason to wake up. The fifth mistake is one of the biggest hidden reasons people don't thrive into their 80s and 90s. They lose their reason for living. The kids are grown, the job is over, the routine disappears, and they slowly stop making plans, stop dreaming, and stop showing up for life. Your body and brain respond directly to purpose. People who live the longest often say, "I had something to live for." Without a why, apathy sets in, which is a close cousin to depression and can lead to a rapid decline in both mental and physical health. Your soul is not meant to float, it's meant to aim. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand, it just has to be yours. First, care for something living. This is incredibly powerful. It could be a small houseplant, a pet, or a tomato plant on your balcony. Nurturing something outside of yourself brings meaning. Second, be of gentle service. Your wisdom is a gift. Offer to read to children at the library or check on a neighbor. Finally, start a personal project. Write your life story, organize old photos, or learn that new skill you've always been curious about. What is one small thing that gives your day purpose? Comment "purpose" below if you're ready to find your reason to rise. Mistake number 6. Believing it's too late to change. The final and most damaging mistake of all is the quiet, insidious belief that it's too late. It's the thought that says your habits, your mindset, or your health can't truly change after 60, 70, or 80. This belief is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It is the only mistake that guarantees stagnation and decline because it prevents you from even trying. It shuts down all possibility before you even begin. But real-life stories and modern science prove this wrong every single day. The solution is to embrace the truth of your own potential. First, look for proof. Seniors in their 70s are reversing pre-diabetes. People in their 80s are starting to exercise for the first time and regaining strength. People in their 90s are falling in love. Second, start with one small thing. Prove to yourself that change is possible by making one tiny positive change this week. Drink one extra glass of water. Take one 5-minute walk. Finally, celebrate your resilience. Acknowledge how much you have already adapted throughout your entire life. That capacity for growth does not have an expiration date. Final thoughts. The story of your later years is not yet written. The 6 hidden mistakes we've discussed today are not a sentence. They are simply signposts, inviting you to choose a different, more vibrant path. The key takeaway is this: your daily habits have more power over your long-term health and happiness than you ever imagined. You have the power to make small, steady changes that will make a huge difference. Tell me in the comments, which of these mistakes was the biggest eye-opener for you? Your story might be the very thing someone else needs to hear to make a change. If this guide was helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe to Elder Flowerings for more practical guides like this to help you thrive. Thank you for being here with me today. Remember, aging isn't about fading. It's about focusing on what truly matters. And you are worth the effort.